Welcome to the 2024 D2 Tournament Playoffs here on PIHL Hockey, Tenband TV, JRM Sports, Ice Castle Arena. We have it all as Deer Lakes faces off against Carrick. The fourth team out of the gold division, the Lancers. The number one team out of the blue division, the Cougars, doing battle here tonight at Ice Castle, the first round of the playoffs. We welcome you inside Ice Castle Arena. Austin Bexel alongside Nathan Breisinger. Nate, it's been a fantastic season calling games. Now we get a chance to be able to see a playoff matchup. And Deer Lakes is a team very hungry, found a way to sneak their way into the D2 playoffs, but a team that's looking to continue to make damage.
Absolutely. This should be a highly entertaining matchup. Carrick, winners of their last 5. Deer Lakes, winners of their last 4. Both found their groove there late in the season where they had some rough patches in January, so they're playing some really, really good hockey. And Deer Lakes had the playoff win last year in this matchup, so there's some redemption on the mind of the Cougars.
Yeah, Carrick's a team that was number 1 in its division, so looking to try to set up that matchup at the very top of Bishop Canevin, but a long way to go to be able to get that as we take a look at the playoff bracket. So that number 1 seed out of the gold division, Bishop Canevin Crusaders, they crushed Connellsville 14-2. Quarterfinal action, that was last night. Ringgold faced off against Neshannock. The 2B 3G matchup, that is also tonight. Burl and Morgantown. Burl was the winner of that one, so the winner of tonight's matchup between Carrick and Deer Lakes will face off against Burl on March 14th. It's an 8:45 puck drop. As the playoffs will continue to roll on, that'll be the semifinals before the championship game March 18th at 8:45. As Nate, it's just a overall exciting game that we're expecting to see today. These two teams played earlier this season. It was a 5-3 win for Carrick, but that came all the way back on Halloween. A lot has changed since then.
Absolutely, and we talked to head coach John Merlot of Deer Lakes, and he said it's night and day since that Carrick game for the Lancers. So they're a team that is, as you mentioned, hungry to win. You know, they're going to be the hunters out here tonight. Carrick, the number 1 seed, is going to be the hunted. But anybody in the bottom half of that bracket that you see, I mean, really can get to the championship game. It's Bishop Canevin that's the top dog that a lot of teams want to get to and try to play in that championship matchup.
Yeah, it was a big win for Burl to be able to take down Morgantown. And overall for Carrick as well as Deer Lakes, Burl battled against Carrick earlier this year. And, well, did it go the Cougars' way? 8-6. It was played right here at Ice Castle. That on Thursday, December 21st, before the extended Christmas and holiday break. On the opposite side for Deer Lakes against Burl, well, a couple of losses, a couple of games, giving up 7 goals. On Monday, November 13th, Deer Lakes lost 7-4 against Burl at Pittsburgh Ice Arena, and also 7-3 at the Alpha Ice Complex on Thursday, January 11th. So no matter who ends up winning this game, both teams are looking for revenge against Burl to try to move on to the championship game.
Yeah, since that stretch for Deer Lakes where they were letting up a handful of 7-goal games, I mean, in this win streak, they've only allowed 10 goals in 12, or they've only allowed 10 goals in 12 wins all season long. So when they're winning, they're keeping goals at a premium for the other team.
And you talked about that winning streak for Deer Lakes. 12-1 the win against Trinity. 3-2, very important win at Hess Ice Rink against Neshannock. 6-1 against Wilmington. 8-1 against Elizabeth Forward to close out the season. And Deer Lakes really needed every bit of that 4-game winning streak to be able to punch their ticket.
Yeah, them and Central Valley were tied. They were gridlocked there for that last seed. And then Central Valley they couldn't win a game there down the stretch. And Deer Lakes caught fire. Also, another big thing is they're back to full strength. The team we saw a few weeks ago didn't have some of their players. On the other side, Carrick is missing a couple of players. Also, a couple of players in the lineup that have been battling injuries. So a very unique matchup here.
Deer Lakes and Carrick. It's the D2 quarterfinals coming up next on Tenband TV as well as JRM Sports from Ice Castle.
We've always served our neighbors by offering the best value on new Ford models. This month, lease a 2023 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab for $379 per month for 36 months. Nobody beats a Kenny Ross deal. KennyRossFordSouth.com.
If you accept credit payments with anyone other than eServices Payment Technology, you are paying too much. At eServices Technology, we redefine convenience and security with our cutting-edge merchant payment processing. Whether you're a small business or large corporation, switch to a more accurate and efficient payment processing tool. Trust eServices for secure transactions that redefine the future of payments and can beat your current rates. Visit us at eservicestech.com, conveniently located near Baldwin High School.
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see this move coming. Told you. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Here at Lil Way, we have a pretty vast array of customizable promotional products, from pens, signs, mugs, water bottles, really anything you can think of. Some of the main services we provide here are screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. What really sets us apart from our competitors is our on-staff design crew and our customer service. We can really help take your branding and marketing to a new level. The main thing you can expect from us here at Lil Way is quick turnaround times and a really high quality product.
The following is a presentation of the JRM Sports Network.
Welcome to the 2024 playoffs, Nate. What are the keys to the game for Deer Lakes and Carrick? We're going to try to move on.
Well, for Deer Lakes, I mean, it starts with containing Tanner Heidkamp, the second best player in all of Division II and one of the top players in all of the PIHL. He leads the league in assists. He's just been a dominating force for Carrick all year long, and he's going to be the guy you have to watch out for. And then secondly, it's high intensity. They got to match whatever Carrick brings out there. I mean, this Deer Lakes team has what it takes to move on and beat Carrick, but they need to do the same thing, if not more, of what Carrick is bringing to the table. Then for the Cougars, they need to bring their hard hats. They need to go to work. They just need to battle it out, muck and grind, not just rely on Tanner Heidkamp. And then lastly for Carrick, they need to play within their structure. A team that, you know, they need to pinch pucks around Deer Lakes. Deer Lakes is going to be a team that likes to pinch in on the blue line and then just get pucks in deep and go to work. So living in their structure is going to be huge for the Cougars in this quarterfinals matchup.
As we take a look at the starting lineups, visiting Deer Lakes on the road today, Zachary Nacy, who we did not see the last time that Deer Lakes played. Last broadcast that we had against Bishop Canevin. Ryan Grundon, the star scorer for Deer Lakes, 20 goals, 17 assists, 37 points. No matter what category you look at, Grundon leads Deer Lakes in scoring, as well as Giovanni Porco, the third forward as well, with Hank Signeri and Elliot Belli, the defense pairing for Aaron Haining in net. 11-7 overall, 238 goals against average and a .903 save percentage for the Deer Lakes Lancers under head coach John Merlo in his third season. On the opposite side for the Carrick Cougars, playing on their home rink, it's Tanner Heidkamp, the prolific goal scorer. The senior has 7 power play goals this year for Carrick. Ethan Semenoff on the top line with Christian Cole. We've seen at times Drew Bird on that top line a lot. Expected to see Bird. He is dressed and potentially could move his way up depending on how he feels. He's been dealing with an injury. Max Hagan, Jack Small, the defense pairings with Logan Keaty, 7-3 on the season with a .365 goals against average and an .885 save percentage in net.
And to go along with that, as you mentioned, some of those injuries, Shane Birkenfeld out for Carrick. Harrison Fiskus is going to move from the defensive side up to offense on the second line with Ivan Mankulich and Frank Christopher. So it's really 2 lines for the Cougars, where Deer Lakes can hit you with about 3 lines, and Nacy's going to be a big addition back into that lineup. He battled 2 concussions at separate times this year, so obviously dealing with a lot of injury this year, but still amounted 10 goals, 15 assists, 25 points. and a few games ago has 7 points against Trinity. So that's a huge addition, as we said, back into that top line, and just provides that depth that Deer Lakes had a lot this year. They had a ton of it last year, but lost some players. So a very, very good team in Deer Lakes, but coming in as the 4th seed. And last year we talked about Deer Lakes 6-0 winners over Carrick in the quarterfinals. Carrick has been stuck in this quarterfinals purgatory for a while now. The last few seasons stuck in the quarterfinals, bowing out at that point in time. In 2020, they did make a run all the way to the D2 championship before, you guessed it, COVID hit and ended that season.
And these are two teams that, I mean, realistically, depending on where they could have been paired in the bracket, let's say if you had another month of the season, the two teams continue to play it out and continue to add points. This could have been a matchup that maybe we would have even seen in the semifinals. Just the way that these two teams are playing. They're both really on a hot streak.
Yeah, absolutely. Deer Lakes has really turned it on, as we said. And I mean, they were just, I mean, that's the thing, though. You got to get hot at the right time, and they are coming into this game. It's a big, big deal. And as we talked about on the 4-game winning streak, in those 4 games for the Lancers, they outscored their opponents 29-5.
Yeah.
I mean, just dominating, putting pucks in the back of the net. Obviously against some of the teams that are in the bottom of the standings, but still, it builds your confidence when you can put the puck in the back of the net like that. And that's a big thing coming into this contest against a Carrick team, again, rattled with some injuries. Tanner Heidkamp spotlight's all going to be on him today. And obviously the back end, 2 big goaltending matchups. Aaron Haney for Deer Lakes, 4 shutouts on the year, as you mentioned. Austin with some of those tremendous numbers as well. Save percentage and goals against average. And Logan Keedy, 7-3 on the year, 3.65 goals against average, 1 shutout. So, I mean, it's going to be a very big goaltending matchup as well to shut down some of the star players on either side.
And I am curious how the freshman Harrison Fiskus play is moving up from that defense spot, being able to play on the second line with Mankulich and Frank Christopher, as we are set to go. Home whites for Carrick, road green for Deer Lakes. 17 minutes on the clock. Underway in the first period of play. It's the 2024 playoffs. Or go here at Ice Castle. Puck is controlled by Small, who sends it now to center ice. Big hit delivered. Knocked off the puck. It was Grundon who delivered the shot. Now Nacy. Zachary Nacy looking to center. Nacy's shot went off the side of the goal. And it's corralled by Hagen. Hagen tried to chip it up the boards. Belli tries to keep it in. Semenoff battles with him there, as well as Giovanni Porco, who tries to skate it in, but offsides his call as Heidkamp played the puck at the blue line.
Yeah, great opportunity there early for Deer Lakes, trying to test Keedy early, and that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to sit back. You don't want to get yourself on your heels. Rather, you want to get Carrick on their heels. So obviously a big first shift there for the Lancers to send a message.
Small couldn't slow down the puck. Belli went after it. And now Belli pokes it back out to the blue line. Kept in for the Lancers. Goes all the way around towards Newlett. RJ Newlett trying to play it towards Ron's winner. But instead it's up the ice for Carrick. Played along by Cole. Cole tried to tip it along to Semenoff, and also in the area of Heidkamp. Tanner Heidkamp, 34 goals, 33 assists, 67 points for the senior forward. And it's chipped in by Deer Lakes on net. Goes off of Logan Keedy as the Lancers go for a change.
Yeah, Heidkamp's been unbelievable for Carrick, and not only can he score, but he can move the puck as well. 33 assists on the year. He's a heck of a playmaker.
4 guys couldn't keep it in. It was Semenoff trying to knife his way into the attacking zone. Mankulich is the one that sends it all the way across the ice. Now behind the net. Crowd there by Deer Lakes. Sent along and pressured now behind the net again. But there was Bogaz sending around the far side corner now. Played along in that spot. Giovanni Porco now up the ice. Tomasi with it at the blue line. Just chips it in right on net, where it's gloved and sent aside by Aaron Haney.
And up here near the neutral zone, Gio Porco sending the message to Massey. And the last time we saw Deer Lakes, Gio Porco was pretty much everywhere. He really got to the net a lot for the Lancers, so expect much of the same. And he's up there again on that top line with Nacy and Grundon.
Sent back in towards the net. It was poked around by Carrick a couple of times. Trying to get a stick on it was Christopher. Slow it down. Puck is sent down into the Carrick end for icing.
And Frank Christopher right there camping in front of the net. And when we talked to Evan Sarakowski, the head coach for Carrick before the game, he said Christopher is going to be a massive player in this game, a second-line winger. for the Cougars. But again, with a couple of their players out, injuries, banged up, Christopher's going to be a guy, especially leading by example. I mean, he's a guy that likes to get the team riled up, and obviously you need that when it's playoff time.
One of those energetic players that really gets the guys going. As it's sent along for Grundon. Grundon with open ice. Grundon knocked to the ice. Collides with Small as well. It was Hagen who knocked him off the puck.
Yeah, Hagen without the stick. Looked like he could have gotten called for a hold there.
Here's Porco. His shot goes off the side of the cage. Porco's still with it off his own rebound. Sent it all the way back to the blue line. There's a loose stick on the ice. The puck hits it where Belli tries to play it, and instead it's Bird. Bird is out there. Drew Bird, the junior, 18 goals in the season, 40 points to his name. As now it's Heidkamp with the puck. Heidkamp working his center towards Bird. It's deflected towards the net and sent along by Belli again. Up the ice towards Grundon. Grundon off the boards. Grundon trying to slow it down and get there, but instead it's covered by Keedy.
Great cross-ice pass there to get it over there to Grundon, but all he needed to do was get a foot or stick on it to slow it down just a little bit, and just has too much speed heading towards the net.
We take another look at it on the AHN Sports Medicine replay.
Yeah, that puck just trickling all the way down, and Grundon had the step, but just too quick of a pass.
Trying to set up Newlet right in front of the net. Instead it's Bogaz sending it all the way across again. They played along by Semenoff. Semenoff makes his way past the red line and carries it in. Fiskus towards Semenoff, who lost the net. Tomasi tries to keep it in as well. Played along. Man, Kulich. The shot attempt towards the net was sent aside again to the corner by Deer Lakes. And Bogaz once again pokes it along. Here come the Lancers. Here's Ronswinner. Ronswinner tried to carry his way through the neutral zone. Rather, to the attacking end past the dot. It's sent in again by Deer Lakes. Lancers go for another change. Fiskus chips it in. Back after it, Hank Sinieri. Carrick tries to keep it in. Fight for the puck goes to the Lancers again. Nifty move to get towards the net. Belli wants the puck, but instead still skating with it. Carter Catalano still has it. And here comes Carrick. It's Heidkamp for Cole. Cole with it. Cole tried to poke it towards the front of the net, and that was dislodged. Refs are trying to see if they can continue play and get the net back in place, and able to continue play with 12:20 remaining here in this first period. Here's center Heidkamp. Heidkamp makes a move. Heidkamp to the backhand, just missed. Small tries to keep it in. And the whistle's blow is still trying to adjust the net.
Yeah, when Heidkamp was coming in, Haney pushed the net off again. So you see there's the first time. Cole going in there hard, and he's a tall, lengthy guy for Carrick. I mean, he's going to be a guy you expect to make a power move, and he did. And then Heidkamp follows that up with a very similar move on Belli. So trying to expose that right side of the defense for Deer Lakes, and Haney standing tall in there. Not great shots either from...
Heidkamp shot goes in off the faceoff. The captains battled at the faceoff circle. Nacy, Heidkamp won it and scored. 1-0 Carrick.
Wow. I mean, as we were talking about, Heidkamp goes harder than that on the play prior. Then it's just a tremendous faceoff win by Heidkamp to curl out with it and just spins towards the net. Haney, a little bit of a screen there from his own defender, Ryan Bogaz. But Heidkamp, he's just a pure goal scorer, and that's the type of goal scorer's goal right there.
Tanner Heidkamp, 35 on the season. And it gives the Carrick Cougars a 1-0 lead at home. The quarterfinal action here in D2 PIHL Hockey action. Another good attempt, once again, by Deer Lakes. And other than that chance, it's been the Lancers who's really brought the thunder so far.
Yeah, besides about 30 seconds for Carrick, it's really been Deer Lakes. A lot of shots, though, to the outside, so Carrick's defenders doing a nice job keeping the Lancers as far out to the perimeter as possible.
It was Nacy trying to respond. He had the puck, but lost it again. Back out to the defense pairing for Deer Lakes with Sinieri sending it towards the near side, and Bogaz. Bogaz trying to play the puck. Man, Kulich lost it. Instead, it's Bird. Here comes Bird. Slap shot. Save was made by Haney. behind the net. Bird is trying to poke it free. He was looking for man Coolidge. Couldn't connect, and the puck goes back out to center where Hagen chips it in again.
Yeah, smart play by Hagen. Dumps it in deep. Doesn't let Deer Lakes touch it in the neutral zone, then he goes off for the change.
Bogad's back to center. Puck slowly rolling down the ice. Will not be icing called. Brian Polak plays it. Back to center, and it's Belli again. Sends it all the way around. Towards Ronswinter. There's a loose stick on the ice once again. And Coolidge tries to poke it out. Semenoff towards Bird. Bird tried to poke it towards Semenoff. Carrick was looking for a penalty, didn't get it.
Yeah, the refs are keeping that whistle in the pocket right now.
Here's Servone. Mason Servone. Shot, save made. In the glove of Logan Keaty.
Best quality looking shot there from Servone on net so far for Deer Lakes, and Keaty just equal there with the leather, snatching it up. Again, Carrick doing a great job of trying to keep them out high, forcing shots early rather than letting Deer Lakes get around the defenders. So credit goes to the Cougars defense.
Heidkamp wins the face-off, but Deer Lakes tried to keep it in instead. Back out comes Cole. Cole tried to pass it to himself off the boards. Played along back by Deer Lakes to center, but not out. Here's Heidkamp going after it. Tanner Heidkamp looking to center. Someone cutting out of the net. It was Cole. Almost on the receiving end of the pass, but Deer Lakes a good job to be able to knock it away from him. It's Hagen passing it up, but instead now Ronswinter takes it away. Deer Lakes again goes to the bench for a change as Ronswinter dumps it in. It's Hagen that goes after it behind the net. Hagen to Heidkamp, but turned over. Ronswinter, his shot goes in! Deer Lakes ties it up at 1. Mark Ronswinter, 10th of the year, give him double-digit goals, and we're tied 1-1.
That turnover just can't happen in the D zone. Hagen trying to hit Heidkamp, going out. Then Ronswinter right there. Oh, what a pretty shot. Right in the slot area. Keaty, big time moment there. Has to make the save, but he just can't. Ronswinter snaps it up high, and we're all even here between Deer Lakes and Carrick.
Mark Ronswinter takes advantage of the turnover by Carrick. Very costly. And the Lancers, a very quick response to the Carrick goal from Heidkamp. Tomasi gives chase. Icing is called. 9:38 to go. Face off in the Deer Lakes end.
And that's one thing that Carrick has battled a lot this year. They score a goal, the other team responds rather quickly, and that was something they wanted to get over the hump on this in the playoffs here, but obviously that has come back and struck them yet again with Ronswinter just with a snipe there on Keaty.
And Nate, Deer Lakes has struggled in the first period this season. He's only scored 22 goals. That is coming into today. That is 12 fewer than any other period this season. 38 scored in the second period, 34 in the third. We're going to try to continue to add on in the attacking zone, but a lot of bodies collide in the corner. Behind the net, it's Tomasi to play it. Off the boards. Back out to Fiskus, who dumps it in.
And this is a type of game that you can't get down. This isn't one of those games where you can battle back in the last 10 minutes. It can happen, but you can't let that scenario play out. I mean, this is a game that both of these teams have to stay neck and neck or pull away in.
Onside for Porco. Porco shot deflects up into the netting.
And we're anticipating a pretty close game. Obviously, it's playing out this way through the first 8 minutes of the game. I mean, both teams generating a couple opportunities, but it's been Deer Lakes, as you mentioned, Austin, that's getting a couple more of the quality looks where Carrick, they're in the zone for maybe 10 seconds and then right back out.
And Nate, you've played in playoff games here before. It's been a kind of quiet environment. Maybe a little bit of nerves on either side.
Yeah, there's a great crowd here, but
very good
nerves,
crowd.
I mean, you're on that bench. I mean, it's nerve-wracking because one goal can make the difference.
Servone's shot rung off the glass and back out to center. Yeah, one shot can ultimately obviously make the difference as it's Cole with Christopher. Cole sends it off the back wall. Christopher tries to retrieve it. Deer Lakes is looking for a penalty there as Belli went into the boards. Here comes Newlett. RJ Newlett still with the puck. Newlett shot save made Keaty. What a move from Newlett to get all the way in near the blue paint, but Logan Keaty shut the door.
Yeah, Newlett just trying to use that burst of speed. Got around Hagen. Hagen a little flat-footed, turning to his right, trying to defend there. Newlett gets a shot off, but Keaty, a really nice response from the Carrick netminder.
Face off one back to Belli. Chips it back in towards Hagan. Played along for the Lancers. When Neidig tried to keep it and send it in, it was Belli that lost an edge. He ran into Christopher. A penalty is coming up. Cole's shot deflects into the netting. We'll check the call. It's going to be a trip. Goes on Deer Lakes. And it is Neidig. Owen Neidig, the senior, off to the box because of that.
Yeah, Heidkamp taken down. And, you know, when we talked about the keys of the game, I brought up two keys for the respective teams, but there's an additional one for Carrick. And didn't want to talk about it because most of those were 5-on-5 play, but Carrick's power play has been unbelievable. In the last 12 games, they're 60%, scoring 21 goals.
And almost a chance for Bird there to score on the back door. Great pass on the feed. Looked like it was Heidkamp that tried to find him.
I mean, they're just automatic when it comes to the power play. Best in the entire PIHL. 12 games with a power play goal.
46%.
It's just unreal. I mean, it's unheard of to have a power play like that, and we'll see if that can be a huge difference maker in this game.
30 seconds gone by. Mankulich chips it back to Heidkamp. Heidkamp has to go all the way back towards his own net to play it. Heidkamp's out there with Bird, Cole, Mankulich. Hagan also out there as well. Here comes Heidkamp, chipping it towards Bird. Bird, his shot, save made. Haney, no rebound.
Haney had to be careful there. Great pass up to Bird, and Haney starts getting caught sliding out there to the right, and luckily he contains that puck within him. No rebounds let loose there because players could have been crashing in, and or Bird could have fired that off the pad and got a nice rebound, juicy rebound right in that slot area with a couple Carrick players lurking.
61 seconds left on the power play. Christopher tried to take it right off the faceoff towards the net. Heidkamp is right out at the blue line trying to keep it in, and now he'll go play it. Here's Heidkamp. Heidkamp gets knocked to the ice. Big hit by Belli, but Heidkamp got it back and tried to poke it towards Semenoff to keep it in. It's Heidkamp. Heidkamp, what a physical play right near the dot to the right of Haney, and a penalty's coming up. It's going to go on Carrick.
Yeah, the equalizer call. Again, you talked about a bunch of collisions there, but Belli just with a huge hit on Heidkamp as he steps in for the puck. As we see here as the replay goes, just right there, steps up on him, just perfect shoulder lifting up, and then there, right after that was the penalty call on Carrick.
And Frank Christopher off to the box.
An important thing to note in this game, 4 different men in stripes out there, 2 linesmen, 2 referees. Typically this year we've only seen 2. When I played, it was usually 3 guys. So, you know, only 2 during the regular season, but they have everyone out there that they can tonight.
A lot different in the playoffs. Don't want to miss anything.
Can get chippy, can get physical, so you need everyone out there.
It's a 4-on-4 for the next minute. Mankulich goes after the puck. Battles with Borgaz. It's taken away by Deer Lakes. Up the ice towards Newlett. It was tipped on the way in. No icing. Ronswinter goes after it with Hagan. Played along towards Newlett. Ronswinter also there. Puck carries back into the Deer Lakes end. Bogaz back to play it. 4-on-4 over. Deer Lakes with 1:15 worth of power play time. There's Gio Porco. Porco towards the front of the net. And sent back down off of Belli's hand, one off his glove. Tried to slow it down a little bit and ended up with the same result, going all the way down towards the boards. Under a minute left on the power play.
And just as good as Carrick's been on the power play, Deer Lakes has put some games together where they've scored a goal 4 games straight with a power play tally.
Daiquiri Nacy with it. Gives it up. Back to Belli at the point. Nacy, shot. Rings maybe off the glove of Keedy, maybe off the side of it as Belli sends it. Great opportunity, denied. Great chance for Porco in front and sent down all the way with a puck on edge by Carrick for another clear. 23 seconds left.
There's Gio Porco right in front of the net, the guy you want there, setting up on the power play. And Deer Lakes getting some shots towards that area.
Ooh, Grundon with Mankulich got tied up a little bit. Mankulich lost his stick, but just kind of dropped it to make sure that there was no penalty that was going to be called. Belli back to Porco in the last 5 seconds on the power play. Out at center, it's Heidkamp. Tanner Heidkamp shot, blockered away. Good save made by Haney.
Deer Lake's really throwing the body on Heidkamp. Porco with another big hit on the Carrick captain. That's something that they wanted to do all game long.
Here comes Nacy again. Nacy tried to make his way past the left side wing. Lost an edge. Got it back. Nacy knocked away from him. Very physical hockey game.
Yeah, and
I think the playoffs. Can't expect much less.
And I think the refs missed a trip there. Nacy on that play trying to go through. It looked like the Carrick defender got a foot out on him.
Bogaz sends it around towards the near side. It's chipped along by Saneri. Servone, the Newlet. Newlet with Norcus, 2-on-1. Norcus shot, just missed the net. Rung off the glass, never caught any of the cage.
Couldn't tell if that puck was up on edge at all, but Newlet, or Norcus rather, just fired that way up high and wide. Had the 2-on-1 working as well, and that's a missed opportunity for the Lancers.
Norcus ends up colliding to the ice. Took a hit from Tomasi, who skates with it. Here's Tomasi. Up the left side wing, Tomasi still with it. Behind the net, Tomasi looking to center. Still got it. Out there with Hagen, the deep pairing. It's Heidkamp. Back to Tomasi. Tomasi with open ice. Tomasi's shot was deflected on net. Save was made by Haney. Looked like potentially it was Newlet who tried to knock the puck away and almost created a sense of an own goal potentially, as Newlet's the one that tipped it on Haney just a little bit here as we take another look. Potentially, maybe it just missed and glanced over the stick, but a good job by Aaron Haney to see it.
Yeah, battles going on in front of the net, and Newlet trying to get up there to block the shot, but I think that actually provided more of a screen rather than helping out his goaltender.
Up the ice comes Catalano. Catalano, left side wing. The lefty shooter tried to center. It's taken away by Mankulich. Mankulich up the ice. Mankulich shot, save made once again, no rebound. 2:52 left in the first period of play. 1-1 the score. Austin Bechtold, Nathan Brysinger alongside here on Tenband TV and JRM Sports. Mark Ron's winners. The goal scorer for Deer Lakes, answering the Tanner Heidkamp goal early on in the first period. Mankulich and Nacy on the draw. Sent out by Deer Lakes to center. Small goes to play it. Grundon gives chase. It's Small. Lost an edge into the boards. Deer Lakes trying to take advantage. Here's Nacy. Gets it back. Nacy sends it across for Porco. Out of play. It rings off the wall. Out of play at Ice Castle, right near the fans outside of the rink. Oh, but droppage of the puck to the left of Logan Keaty. 2:32 left in the period.
And Nacy looking for their trigger man, Gio Porco, there on the right wing circle. And Porco, for a bigger guy, pretty nimble with the puck. Had a couple moves in the far corner leading to that eventual pass back to him. So, again, he was a big player in the last time we saw him against Bishop Canavan in an overtime game, and he's going to be an impactful one tonight.
And another penalty coming up, which has been impactful so far. We've had 2 on the night. I think they're going to get Nacy at Deer Lakes. And it's actually Cole. So Christian Cole goes off to the box for Carrick. Was colliding with Nacy and ended up getting Cole. Power play on for Deer Lakes. Deer Lakes is 28% on the power play, and right away, Hagen sends it all the way deep. Able to clear it just a couple of seconds in. Only a differential of about 11 seconds between the clock in the first period and the power play. More time left on the first period clock as Porco sends it all the way across for Nacy. Drops it back for Grundon. Here's Grundon with some space. Grundon shot save made. Rebound is set aside by Hagen. Off the boards and a chance on a 2-on-1 for Carrick. Here comes Heidkamp. Heidkamp 1-on-1. Heidkamp makes a move. Heidkamp shot rings off the post. Small with it in the corner. Carrick trying for a shorthanded goal. Behind the net. Hagen lost an edge. It's Nacy with the puck, and what a chance from Tanner Heidkamp.
What an unbelievable shot by Heidkamp. I mean, he had that defender draped all over him, and the fans to the right of us, the Carrick faithful, they thought that one in with the ring off the post.
Grundon's shot rings off the back wall. Very dangerous for Carrick to be able to potentially score there against Deer Lake short-handed. Oh, what an advantage that would have been as it's centered off of Hagen.
And Heidkamp's the guy to do it for Carrick short-handed. 6 short-handed goals this season.
Senieri. Now Nacy. Nacy with room. Nacy shot goes in and scores! Zachary Nacy takes advantage on the power play. Deer Lake goes ahead 2-1.
Just outworking Tanner Heidkamp. The 2 top players, the 2 captains for their respective teams just going to battle. And it's Nacy using his frame to get around Heidkamp, give himself the space, the time, and the ripper. And it's 2-1 Deer Lakes.
11th goal of the year for Zachary Nacy. 2-1 with 51.4 left to go in the first period of play. The Road Lancers take the lead. Off the boards. Mankulich skates up with it. Mankulich towards the net. Tries to give it up for Fiskus. Fiskus shot. Good save made by Haney. Played along towards Newled. It's ended up getting deflected towards Tomasi. Tomasi's shot rings off the glass. 21 seconds left in the period, and the puck caroms out of play.
Just a ton of bodies again in front for Carrick. And you can see the frustration on Tomasi trying to get to the puck to the front of the net. And really, I mean, they're looking for the equalizer right now. They don't want to go into this break between the first and the second down by 1 goal.
Heidkamp goes after the puck off the faceoff and gives it up. Shot towards the net is fought off again by Haney. Rebound is poked on net again. Fight for it with 10 seconds left. Played along by Deer Lakes in the final 2 seconds. Shot rings off the glass in the first period, comes to an end. 2-1. The Deer Lakes Lancers, the road team. The 4th team out of the gold division, the final team in. Leads the number 1 team in the blue division, Carrick, as we go to the second period. 2-1 Lancers.
At Kenny Ross, we've always served our neighbors by offering the best value on new Ford models. This month, lease a 2023 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab for $379 per month for 36 months. Nobody beats a Kenny Ross deal. KennyRossFordSouth.com.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outskate your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
If you accept credit payments with anyone other than eServices Payment Technology, you are paying too much. At eServices Technology, we redefine convenience and security with our cutting-edge merchant payment processing. Whether you're a small business or large corporation, switch to a more accurate and efficient payment processing tool. Trust eServices for secure transactions that redefine the future of payments and can beat your current rates. Visit us at eServicestech.com, conveniently located near Baldwin High School.
2-1, Deer Lakes leads it on the road here at Ice Castle Arena against Carrick. Here on Tenband TV, JRM Sports, presentation of PIHL Hockey action. D2 Hockey, Carrick out of D2 Blue. It's 13-4, 1-1 on the season, 28 points to lead the division. Deer Lakes 12-6-1 at 25 points. The 4th place team out of the gold division. The change ends. Carrick will attack the right side of the ice as you see it. Deer Lakes the left side as we're underway with the puck at center ice and played along to the stick of Grundon, who sends it on net. And it continues.
And it might be a Deer Lakes 2-1 lead. But again, I mean, that first period pretty evenly played, and that's indicated on the shot sheet. 8-8, both teams in that category.
Grundon to Porco. Porco centers. Grundon couldn't slow it down. Heitkamp tries to move up with it with Mankulich. Heitkamp's got it now. Heitkamp tries to make a move. Left the puck. And it's Grundon who sends it back out to center. Nacy sends it deep. Small goes after it. First one there. Gets a hit with Newlett. Right in that corner area where Grundon's trying to fight for it. Heitkamp's waiting for the puck to be poked free. Mankulich as well. And it's sent over to Hagen. Hagen chipped it to center. Bird tried to play it on the high stick, but did not. Sent back off the wall again towards Hagen. Mankulich trying to slow the puck down. He's got it now. Out to center ice. There's Semenoff. Lost the puck. Poked along by Belli towards Servone. Back to center again.
Very nice job by Servone to come over there on Semenoff, cutting up ice. I mean, he just closed him off. He could have really laid the body there, but just simply enough got in front of him and turned the puck over.
There's Tomasi with it. Defended there by Servone, trying to knock him off the puck. Tomasi's shot goes off the cage, and another one was deflected in by Fiskus to the blue paint. And again, third time we've seen a stick free on the ice. This one was picked up, though. Puck continues to be played along. And back behind the net for Carrick. Towards Cole. Ronswinner down on the ice. Tenieri plays it. Sends it around for Jacob Bradley. Sent in by Servone. He goes off for a change. Went off of Keedy. Back to center again. And once again, Tenieri sends it deep. Tomasi first one there for Carrick. Same type of situation. Same type of result from Tenieri, but this time it's slowed down by Tomasi and played by Nacy. Nacy with space. Nacy tried to make a move, but a good job there by Mueller from his defenseman spot. Knocked him off the puck, knocked the puck away. Porco is a little bit slow to get up. Took a big hit with Cole. Puck goes all the way down for icing.
Yeah, Porco's arguing that right now because looked like his numbers might have been showing there, and Cole went in there pretty hard, but going back to the play before that, Nacy trying to cut in the middle, and a great stick there by Mueller to prevent that play from cutting inside for Nacy, who is just a threat anytime he gets into the slot area with the type of shot he has. And, you know, all in all, Deer Lakes continues to bring the pressure in the offensive zone because they're shutting down the neutral zone.
And Kulich to Bird. Played along by Christopher. Off the faceoff win. Owen Neidig tried to get it out. Played along again by Norcus. Said it's Carrick. Gonna try to set it up with Small. It's Bird trying to center towards Mankulich. Poked along and back out again as Neidig sends it to center. A chance was there for Catalano to try to skate with the puck. And now Hagen moves up with it. Hagen into the attacking end. Hagen, backhand, deflects into the glove of Haney.
Hagen drawing a couple of defenders there, so if he could have gotten that one to the middle, potentially an opportunity for Carrick. As you can see here, two different defenders coming in, and your third guy cloned in towards the crease. All eyes were on Hagen, but he just flutters one up for Haney to cover.
Face-off won by Deer Lakes. It's Newlett. Not a good pass for Runswinner. One of the goals tonight. Sent along towards Servone. Backhand off the glass. Newlett once again tries to chip it towards the net. Played along towards Runswinner on net, and save made. Keedy just decides to smartly cover.
Bulak went down behind the net, opened up that opportunity for Deer Lakes in front there. You see Newlett able to shuffle that one towards the net. But Keedy, just a very simple save to make, and he does.
So 13:05 remaining in the second period of play in a 2-1 game. Deer Lakes, lower seed underdogs out in front of Carrick. High Camp lost the puck. It's Porco in the attack again. Grundon on net. Another save made by Keedy.
That one real close to coming out across the blue line, but Deer Lakes, again, just doing a great job of keeping pucks in the zone. Again, going back to a point I brought up earlier where Deer Lakes has done a really good job of preventing Carrick to get through the neutral zone. I mean, just really shut down for the most part. A couple times we've seen the Cougars have been able to get through, but that was a big part of their game plan, especially when High Camp's on the ice. They want to make them turn it over in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Nate, it feels like Deer Lakes has really played a consistent hockey game. Really hasn't had too many mistakes in this one compared to the first goal that was scored by Deer Lakes off a mistake, a turnover by Carrick. For Deer Lakes to take advantage of, as that one was deflected a couple of times on its way to the cage.
Yeah, it's been basically a couple flashy plays for Carrick, and then this whole second period, I mean, about 80% of it's been down to our left.
Porco towards Grundon. Grundon tried to slow it down. It's played behind the net by Nacy. Nacy lost the puck, sent around towards Grundon and Cole. It's Grundon towards the puck. He gets tripped up. Penalties coming up. Back to the power play. The Deer Lakes Lancers will have a chance to extend the lead. Once again, it's Cole going to the box.
Yeah, Christian Cole getting called. Just getting the stick up in there, taking a player down. So Deer Lakes, as you said, Austin, has a chance to double up, go up by 2 goals.
It's the second time that Christian Cole has gone to the box. Second penalty on Cole. 12:10 left, second period. Deer Lakes tries to extend this to a 3-1 score. It's Grundon. Grundon, good chance. Porco trying to poke it in, but the save was made by Keedy.
Oh, just a simple, unsuspecting shot there down below the circle from Ryan Grundon, and there's Porco in front. And Keedy, I mean, it's a very simple play to move from right to left there, only about a couple inches, but you have to be so careful and squeeze your pads as tightly as possible because even the little bit of room could slip through.
Poked away by Mankulich. He goes after the puck. Mankulich did a good job to slow down Deer Lakes. Pulled a full head of steam up the ice. Belli all the way in and just couldn't stuff it home.
Oh my, he had the net too to tuck it.
Nacy, his shot rings off the post. Second chance at it, deflects away from Grundon. With a chance at a backdoor opportunity. Oh, what a last 2 chances and shots from Deer Lakes. Not able to take advantage. A little bit of pushing and shoving as we have a whistle. Looks like another penalty is coming up, pointing towards Hagen. Also, player from Deer Lakes, I think it was Grundon, might be going off to the box. And looks like it's just going to be Grundon getting called if we take another look at the last 2 chances.
Oh, just pucks bouncing around everywhere. I mean, Belli trying to turn it on the backhand, couldn't tuck it in there. We see it again.
What a great save by Keedy.
Oh my, I mean, all he had to do was go another couple inches, and he had plenty of space to tuck that in on the backhand. I mean, Keedy just did everything he could to stick his right leg out there, and Belli, an offensive defenseman for this Lancers team, and he showed you why. I mean, that speed, unbelievable to get a step away, and then just a couple more chances for the Lancers, and now it's all back even 4-on-4.
4-on-4 hockey, Grundon to the box. The power play for Carrick, just 41 seconds remaining. The 4-on-4 expires. 11:29 of the second period. Grundon takes his seat. It's Bird shooting it towards the net. Highcamp was there to try to take it away. Highcamp can't slow it down. And instead, up the ice comes Ronswinner with Newlett. Ronswinner tried to poke it home past Keedy. Also, the puck is still loose. And it's played along by Small. Not out, though. Ronswinner on the 4-on-4. Ronswinner shot. Rings off of Keedy. Second chance at it. He's got it on the backhand. Sends it along towards the attempt for Bradley. His shot, Keedy makes the save, no rebound.
Wow. Unreal sequences back to back to back here for Deer Lakes, and they just can't get one to go. Puck's bouncing there multiple times. Keedy able to get the trapper down on it in the crease. I mean, it's really getting to that point of playoff-esque hockey here. I mean, battling behind the net. I mean, fighting for every single inch, and going back to that Belli play where, I mean, you could just feel that in your skates. Like when you're flying, getting around that defender, I mean, you need to put that in the back of the net, and he couldn't. And a lot of props to Keedy for making that save. So you always have that moment in the game where it's like, all right, what's the big difference maker? What's the turning point? Keedy with that save could be a huge one.
And the speed of Deer Lakes has been on full display as the penalty is now over. Carrick goes on the power play. Puck, though, is still contested for along the corner wall. Another penalty's coming up, a collision right along that corner boards as we were talking about. It was Catalano fighting with Mueller, and it's Mueller out to the box. So, again, the 4-on-4 hockey will continue. Deer Lakes will go off to the power play again as it's getting kind of comfy and cozy in those penalty boxes.
It is. The seats are warming up in
That's
there for
right.
sure. And then the box operator's getting a lot of company in there. But, I mean, Deer Lakes was doing exactly what they wanted to. I mean, there was 30 seconds left, 40 seconds left on this Carrick power play, and they were just trying to waste as much time as possible in that zone. And then, better yet, they go back and they're going to have a power play eventually.
More 4-on-4 hockey sent to the back wall by Ronswinter. Hagen tries to go after it and is the first one to the puck. Hagen skates with it. The sophomore defender tries to poke it back out to center. It now behind the net. Here's Zachary Nacy. Nacy still has it. That corner again, that's been really popular in the last couple of minutes. It's Hagen now, trying to send it back out, but can't. It's Nacy. Nacy with space. On his knee, sends it over top of the net.
That would have been straight to the highlights there.
And a chance now for Cole. Cole up the right side wing. Cole sends it on net. Bird was also there for potentially a pass and a centering attempt. Up the ice comes Deer Lakes. Now on the power play. A whole minute to go. Back to Belli at the point. Chipped along towards Porco. On in, fanning on the shot was Mark Ronswinter and sent all the way down by Carrick.
Yeah, Ronswinter had that right on a tee for him, right on the platter from Porco. Just couldn't get it. Just caught him up right in the feet area. Handcuffed him a little bit.
Grundens tips it on in the attacking zone, but it's Hagen there as Deer Lakes is off for a change in the final 30 seconds of the power play. Tips towards Heidkamp, but I think puck was played on a high stick as Bird angrily goes off to the bench.
Deer Lakes 30 seconds left on this power play opportunity. Just trying to get anything to go right now. I mean, they've had so many chances as we take a look here that, oh, Nacy from the knees, man. If he could have picked that corner, that would have been unbelievable from Zachary Nacy. And, I mean, they're just throwing whatever they can to the net, and nothing's going for them to make it a 3-1 game.
He's been terrific for Deer Lakes tonight. Nacy, one of the goal scorers for the Lancers.
And someone, again, we didn't see him the last time Deer Lakes was here at Ice Castle. I mean, he's been really the catalyst for this offense for the most part. I mean, obviously he has a great supporting cast. I mean, Deer Lakes is a deep team amongst their top 3 lines.
Catalano tries to skate it in. It's poked along towards Bradley again at center ice in the final 5 seconds of the power play. Sineri to Catalano, back to full strength. Small goes after the puck, fighting with Newlett. Kept in. Heidkamp tries to get it out. Servone sent it along to Catalano into the corner. It's Hagen fighting with Newlett. Catalano joins the party with Heidkamp, and it's Heidkamp that ends up with the puck. Tanner Heidkamp off the boards and out towards Fiskus. Was fisted away from Fiskus. Catalano back to his deep pairing of Belli. Trying to connect with Nacy, but instead it's Hagen skating with it. Here comes Hagen into the attacking end. Hagen up the left side wing. Backhand shot and might have rung off either the post, the goaltender, and Haney went off something very close to going in the back of the net.
A very unsuspecting shot, too, at that. I mean, just a backhander towards the net. Got up high on Haney, hit something, and popped out.
Here's Heidkamp. Has to go retrieve it. Chips it past Belli. Towards Van Kulich behind the net. To Massey. Golden chance. His shot just goes off the glove of Haney. Van Kulich with it again. Van Kulich shot deflected around a couple of times. And now Deer Lakes tries to take it out. Puck is still in the attacking zone, though, as Fiskus tries to keep it, and he gets a big shot from Bradley into his own bench. Here's a chance for Servone. To the net. Grunden scores! Ryan Grunden, 3-1 Deer Lakes.
And it's another poor turnover by Carrick, and Grundon making no mistake. Off the post and hits Keedy in the back and then rolls in. But it's Polak with a poor turnover. Just chips it right in the middle of the ice. And it seemed like a flurry for Carrick there on the other end, and eventually works its way up. Newlek got it out. And then Polak just tries to get it to his D partner, and Grundon waiting right in the wings there to pick it up. Takes it all the way down and scores.
Grundon's got it again. What an opportunity from Deer Lakes on the road. Absolutely stunning Carrick. Orko got knocked off the puck. Here comes Bird. It just does not seem like Bird is his normal self out there for Carrick too much. Hasn't had the same pep in his step that we've seen earlier this season.
Yeah, he's a big player for Carrick. 18 goals on the year, and exactly, I mean, he's not seen a ton of ice time either.
He's got the puck now. Bird tried to center. It's played along towards Massey. Bird and Belli go to play it.
And whatever Bird can give that's in his tank, I mean, it's going to be needed here for the last 23 minutes of this game.
Here's Mueller, involved in the last power play chance. And he went off to the box. Icing's called. 5:33 to go, second period. 3-1 Deer Lakes. Zachary Nacy, Mark Ronswinner, Ryan Grundon. Grundon, his 21st goal of the season. Grundon scored 2 goals against Carrick in the game played on Halloween earlier this year.
Yeah, and the last time they played in the playoffs last year in the quarterfinals, with the Lancers winning 6-0 in that game. Nacy scored and had 2 assists, and Grundon also scored. So again, being big, impactful players in this matchup.
Bogas chips it off the boards towards Zaneri. Mankulich plays it to Highcamp. Highcamp, great pass over the net on the shot attempt from Semenov. He's been quiet in the last period. Another power play opportunity is coming up. Arm raised. See who gets called off to the box.
I think it's Ronswinner.
It is. Penalty is going to go on Deer Lakes. Power play chance for Carrick. Chance to make this a 1-goal game again for the best power play unit in the area.
And Semenov was the one that set it up. He went to the dirty area in front of the net, missed, and then went to the dirty area behind the net and drew the penalty. So important shift there for Semenov, and obviously leads to this opportunity for Carrick on the power play. And right now, full 2 minutes on the board. We'll see if that plays out. We haven't seen many full power plays in the past handful of opportunities.
So Bird will take the draw. Can't win it back. Clean win for Nacy. In a fight between Hagen. Trying to get that puck out of there.
Oh, Cole had Mankulich walking right into the slot. Couldn't find him.
He's got it. Sends it along for Hagen. A lot of contact down low in front of the net. The loose stick also loose. It's Hagen's shot. Puck is still loose. Doesn't look like Haney has his stick. Now gets it back.
Yeah, that's a critical clear from Deer Lakes. Haney was down on his backside, didn't have his stick. So big time clear for Deer Lakes.
Here's Highcamp. Skates it in the attacking zone. Highcamp, shot was blocked right away. Highcamp, second chance at it, rings off the glass on the far side wall. It's Hagen that keeps it in towards Highcamp. Highcamp looking for Mankulich, who's streaking towards the net. It's knocked away, maybe a chance for Grundon up the ice. Grundon tried to tip it along, he did, but Hagen is first to the puck as Grundon couldn't slow it down. It's Nacy behind the net. Nacy still skating with it, killing off time. 50 seconds left on the power play. Nacy just sends it all the way in. Grundon's got to get back on side. And it's Hagen that goes to play the buck as Deer Lakes goes off for a change in the final 40 seconds.
And this sequence right now is all set up by Jacob Bradley. A very good stick right in the slot to break up a pass and send it out.
Mankulich pokes it past Belli, out of play. As Belli sends it off the backhand, out of play into the last row of the stands. And the puck is thrown back on the ice.
Everyone looks good over there. No harm, no foul.
Second time we've seen the puck go out of play in that area. So 28 seconds remain on the power play. Carrick trying to take advantage. 46% in the regular season, but has come up empty every opportunity so far.
Yeah, it's a huge difference maker. I mean, since they went 0-for against Bishop Canevin, they have just rattled off goals on the power play like it's no one's business. I mean, they've just been unbelievable. But right now, Deer Lakes, it's playoff hockey. They've come to play. They've come to match up well with this power play.
Here's Heidkamp with it. Heidkamp skating with it. Onside. Heidkamp with the backhand. Shot. Save made. Sent along by Haney. And up the ice come the Lancers. Massey couldn't play it. It would have been offside. It's Newlett now. Newlett makes a move. Newlett on the breakaway. Newlett, hit shot. Save made. Keaty. Rebound chance towards Porco. It's Fiskus now at even strength. Back towards Cole.
Huge clear by Christopher there, right on the crease for a third opportunity for Deer Lakes. And it started with coming out of the box. Ron's winner tripped someone up, and it opened up that opportunity for Deer Lakes.
And here we go again. Another power play's coming up. It's Newlett. Porco. Oh, the shot pass over to Ron's winner. What a chance with the open cage. Ron's winner still with it. Touched up by Carrick. Another power play's coming up for Deer Lakes with 2:33 left in the second period. What a physical hockey game, the most physical that we've seen all season.
It really has. I mean, that's just the playoff brand of hockey here in Division II. And Porco, oh, what a feed over to Ron's winner. Just couldn't get the stick on it, and then the play continues. And there's Christopher just running over Ron's winner. He's got to stay off the tracks when Christopher's around. And I will say I'm surprised. I mean, with as many big hits, it has to, really come down to the mentality of both these teams and the poise, because they know it's the playoffs. But every time there's been a big hit, you haven't seen any of the players come up and try to go back after the guys, retaliate.
Bit surprising.
And sometimes that can get the best of you.
And Nate, guess who's going back to the box? Christian Cole for a third time. And Deer Lakes has taken advantage when he's been in the box. Chance for the Lancers to potentially make this an insurmountable lead. Grundon wins the faceoff. Sent along towards Grundon. Grundon on the backhand, poked around towards the net, sent out, but not completely out. It's Belli who keeps it. Played along now by Carrick and out. It's Semenoff. Slow down by Haney towards Belli. Belli moving up with it towards Nacy. Nacy, full set of steam. Nacy scores! Zachary Nacy on the power play, second goal of the game, 12th on the season, 4-1 Deer Lakes.
Well, Nacy, when you're going that hard to the net and you hit the deck, you might as well do some snow angels after you score. Oh, what a pretty goal. Goes down with the beautiful celebration, pumping out some snow angels, and it all started with Belli manning the puck up the ice and then kind of caught Carrick with some hesitation there. Small hesitated just a little bit, and Nacy was able to chip it around, and we're going to get a goaltender change. Keaty off. And Reed Richardson in the net for the Cougars.
It's Reed Richardson, the sophomore that comes on. He's 4-2-1 on the season, a .437 goals against average, and an .856 save percentage. And just a stunner right now for Carrick. Head coach Evan Sarakowski in his first season makes the move.
Yeah, that whole unit on the bench, Sarakowski, his stepfather, Chris, who was the former head coach of the Cougars, trying to find anything they can to spark this Carrick team.
Mankulich towards the net, trying to slow it down. Mankulich on the backhand, looks to pass, gives it up. Shot deflected on, around towards the net, never made it to the net. It deflected wide on the attempt from Tomasi.
And the biggest minute 30 of the game coming up. Carrick needs a goal before the locker room.
And it looks like they might be getting a power play opportunity as Mueller lost the puck off Grundon to Belli with 1:22 left in the period. Someone's going off to the box for Deer Lakes, as a couple of the Deer Lakes faithful were not very happy with it. And the reason why is Zach Nacy, their two-time goal scorer today, will sit for 2 minutes.
And exactly as we just mentioned, I mean, this is massive, crucial time period right now for Carrick. You got a minute 22, you got the best power play in the entire PIHL, and it needs to do something. Something needs to happen for the Cougars here, and they're going to call a timeout. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, you have to.
We'll take a break with them. 1:22 to go. Second period of play. 4-1 Deer Lakes. Carrick trying to respond.
At Kenny Ross, we've always served our neighbors by offering the best value on new Ford models. This month, lease a 2023 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab for $379 per month for 36 months. Nobody beats a Kenny Ross deal. KennyRossFordSouth.com.
Shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Dean Honda is one of the largest volume dealerships in the Pittsburgh area, offering sales, service, and parts. Our service center offers competitive pricing and same-day service. If you're looking to sell your vehicle, stop by Dean Honda and leave with a check in hand. Visit us on Route 51 in Pleasant Hills or at deanhonda.com.
We want to thank our sponsors for being a part of our entire PIHL High School Hockey season with us right here on Tenband TV and JRM Sports, including AHN Sports Medicine, Kenny Ross, Ford South, Laway Athletics, E-Services, Payment Technology, Chop Plumbing, as well as Dean Honda, all part of JRM Video Production. Power play chance for Carrick once again. Hagen to high camp. They play catch with it. Hagen with it. Coolidge is on the back doors. They can try to find him. Was looking to try to stuff it that way. It's Hagen still with the puck, and now Coolidge goes to chase.
Path open there for Hagen, so he took it.
Puck played out by Deer Lakes. Ronswinner sent it all the way down, and we have a stoppage of play.
Someone's down in the far side here. We can't get a great look because the board's impeding ourselves, as we see on the screen.
It's Bird. Right there. Bird is currently sitting alongside his teammate. I think it might be Coolidge, but don't want to speculate. Well, it does look like 11. Ivan Coolidge. He's been so good for Carrick this season, and very scary scene as he's attended to, and we'll take a break here with 61 seconds left in the second period.
Here at Laway, we have a pretty vast array of customizable promotional products, from pens, signs, mugs, water bottles, really anything you can think of. Some of the main services we provide here are screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. What really sets us apart from our competitors is our on-staff design crew and our customer service. We can really help take your branding and marketing to a new level. The main thing you can expect from us here at Laway is quick turnaround times and a really high-quality product.
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see this move coming. Told you. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
So Ivan Coolidge is now being helped off to the bench by a couple of his teammates, Hyde Camp as well as Bird. Helping escape Coolidge off. As he will not leave the rink, just goes over to the bench. He's going to go inside the penalty box and be attended to.
And that's difficult for Carrick to lose. Coolidge, see how long he may be out, but I mean, he's a big-time playmaker for the Cougars, and Carrick already a little bit decimated by some injuries. You're going to have to see Bird out there probably a lot more the rest of the way.
Here comes Newlett. Full head of steam. Newlett backhand save made. Reed Richardson with his first chance to make a stop. Under a minute left in the period.
The vibe and feeling of this game has just completely changed. I mean, obviously with the couple stoppages, the goalie pulled, and now Deer Lakes up by 3 goals. I mean, Carrick's going to have to do everything in the third period to their power to try to fight back in this game.
Here's Newlett once again, in with a lot of speed. Newlett goes after the puck again. Chips it off the boards towards no one. But just why not? Continue to kill off time on the power play. for Carrick.
Yeah, they've been really good. Deer Lakes have not only chipping pucks in, but getting to pucks. I mean, we've seen Carrick do the same thing where they've been able to dump the puck in, but they can't get to it. Deer Lakes really controlling a lot of the possession in this contest.
And they really have in the final minute of the power play, which will be extended to the third period if Carrick does not score. But a chance here for Bradley to try to add on to the tally. And it's poked away past Richardson after he made the save. Bradley tries to keep it in. Last 5 seconds of the period. Around towards Fiskus. 2 seconds in one. We go to the third period. Coming up after this with a 3-goal lead for the visiting Deer Lakes Lancers. 4-1, stunning Carrick on Tenband TV.
We've always served our neighbors by offering the best value on new Ford models. This month, lease a 2023 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab for $379 per month for 36 months. Nobody beats a Kenny Ross deal. KennyRossFordSouth.com.
Maya, can you come in here, please?
Yeah, Dad, what's up?
Is that your brother on the TV?
Yeah, that's my brother. It looks like it's tonight's game.
But how can that be your brother? I have never missed a single game.
We couldn't go tonight. Remember, you broke your foot.
Right. Well, I don't know who's putting on this production, but without them, I'd be missing this.
If you accept credit payments with anyone other than eServices Payment Technology, you are paying too much. At eServices Technology, we redefine convenience and security with our cutting-edge merchant payment processing. Whether you're a small business or large corporation, switch to a more accurate and efficient payment processing tool. Trust eServices for secure transactions that redefine the future of payments and can beat your current rates. Visit us at eServicestech.com, conveniently located near Baldwin High School.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspections and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
Shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Dean Honda is one of the largest volume dealerships in the Pittsburgh area, offering sales, service, and parts. Our service center offers competitive pricing and same-day service. If you're looking to sell your vehicle, stop by Dean Honda and leave with a check in hand. Visit us on Route 51 in Pleasant Hills or at deanhonda.com.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outskate your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Here at Little Way, we have a pretty vast array of customizable promotional products, from pens, signs, mugs, water bottles, really anything you can think of. Some of the main services we provide here are screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. What really sets us apart from our competitors is our on-staff design crew and our customer service. We can really help take your branding and marketing to a new level. The main thing you can expect from us here at Little Way is quick turnaround times and a really high quality product.
among the first to congratulate you.
James Wesley on fire! 15 yards from the end of the run. Result, first stop.
Yeah, you don't necessarily always just have to pass the full.
Got a shot and he scored.
Just started on the bridge.
All these guys are matched up.
High above Beaver
23 calendars.
Williamson got her first points.
Susie, and you know what? I think, JP, the word's out now.
Ross, we've always served our neighbors by offering the best value on new Ford models. This month, lease a 2023 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab for $379 per month for 36 months. Nobody beats a Kenny Ross deal. KennyRossFordSouth.com.
(4-1) Deer Lakes leads as we go to the third period of play. Who wants to go to the semifinals of the 2024 D2 PIHL tournament? A chance to play Burrell coming up next week.
The ice is really tilted in the Deer Lakes' favor, Austin, in that second period. I mean, a handful of goals, and a couple of them just matter of breakdowns for Carrick. A couple turnovers that led to some goals. I mean, can just see there. I mean, there's Grundon ahead on the breakaway. Nacy has a pair, as we've talked about. I mean, Deer Lakes, it's really tilted, and it got really chippy, really physical. And the biggest thing of all, Carrick cannot capitalize on the power play.
Yeah, so the lone goal was Tanner Heidkamp. And you thought, as we take a look continuously at the highlights of everything that's going on, it was Heidkamp that, you know, really started to get things going. You're like, all right, here comes Carrick. Jump out to a lead, top seed. Maybe start to just continue to run out a little bit and take advantage of Deer Lakes being a lower seed of the team on the road and having the home ice advantage. Well, Deer Lakes have responded before on answer.
Yeah, it started off with Heidkamp, the captain for Carrick, one of the top players in the PIHL. And then Zach Nacy, who's the captain for Deer Lakes and also a tremendous talent, has taken over and then has started to will his team, along with Ronswinter with a goal, Grundon with a goal. I mean, they're just bearing their opportunities. They're executing when they're given chances. And again, we talked about the 2 turnovers that led to breakaways, and Deer Lakes took advantage.
How about Carrick just came out of the locker room, was in there for an extended period of time. There's no time left on the clock. So a lot of conversations, I'm sure, going on in the Carrick locker room there, an extended conversation to make sure that their season does not end in 17 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the spot they've been in the last 3 years, now 4 in a row, that they've been in the quarterfinals staring a loss right in their face. They lost last year to Deer Lake 6-0. They lost in 2022 to Wilmington. They lost in 2021 to Wilmington 3-2. So they've just continuously struggled during this purgatory that we talked about of the quarterfinals in Division II. And it's a 3-goal game, but it feels like they're not even in it.
Right.
But they're in it. I mean, they're right there. It's theirs to get back in. Heidkamp, it's obviously going to be really put on him, thrust on him to come back. And, you know, we talked about some of the injuries, and Deer Lakes has just game planned this game to a T, and they've executed it to a T. Taking away Heidkamp and all his chances, he did score because he's that type of player, but Deer Lakes really has played well.
So a chance for Carrick on the power play. It carried over from the second to the third period on the freshly cut ice. And Nate, I saw your eyes right there right away. Another chance right in front of the Carrick net. The net has been dislodged. Referees are going to try to get that situated again as we have icing, and we'll stop it to play anyway.
Well, here's your opportunity, Carrick. We talked about 0 for 4 on the power play coming into this last 30 seconds here to start the third period, and they've done nothing right off the opening draw.
Not at all.
Heidkamp, Hagen almost nearly collide into each other, turn the puck over for Ronswinter. Then it goes down for an icing, and you got 18 seconds left on a power play opportunity.
Semenoff tries to play it. Able to send it across for Cole. Cole in the last 8 seconds of the power play gets knocked down to the ice. Cole slow to get up. He's able to get back to his skates, though. He's holding his shoulder. Hagen sent it towards the net with Bird as well as Semenoff there. Back to even strength. Here's Bird. Bird on the freshly cut ice. At the center. It's Christopher. Christopher being hounded there by Grundon. Puck up for grabs. First one there is Christopher. Fighting with Grundon. Now Semenoff. Took a shot. Knocked off the puck. It's Nacy. Offside's waved off. Here's Hagen with it. Not too much of a rush for Carrick as they just keep turning the puck over. It's Grundon. His shot. Oh, the rebound scores. Porco. 5-1 Deer Lakes.
right on the doorstep. Gio Porco buries it. I mean, he's standing all alone, no one in the area. Reed Richardson, no chance, not even moving to go over to try to stop that puck. And Gio Porco, he's been a man on a mission right around that goal mouth, and he gets rewarded with that one. And Deer Lakes quickly up another goal, 5-1 now.
And the Lancers are really feeling it in this one. What a week it's been for Deer Lakes. The Deer Lakes boys basketball team on Saturday won the Whitfield Championship game. Now the hockey team, we're going to try to move on to the D2 semifinals. As the puck is iced with 15:23 to go in the third period. It's a 4-goal lead. Austin Bechtold and Nathan Bryson are alongside here on Tenband TV and JRM Sports, as Carrick just seems stunned by what's happening.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, though, Austin, the championship that Deer Lakes boys basketball just won. And, you know, Deer Lakes hockey looking to get to a similar position for a championship. But they're also representing Apollo Ridge, Ambridge, Aquinas Academy, Eden Christian Academy, St. Joseph. So a bunch of different schools in this co-op. So a lot of communities over there that they're representing.
St. Joseph's girls basketball was in the Whitfield Championship game as well. A lot of talent in those areas, basketball and hockey. As Mueller sends it back to center by Conroy.
Starting to see some of those extra skaters come in for Carrick, especially because of the injury bug that's been hitting them in this game. Haven't seen Mankulich out there yet.
Ronswinner just lost an edge. Looked like on that freshly cut ice. Trying to go a little bit too fast. And Belli chips it back in. Round pass to Newlett. It's Belli, whose shot is set aside. Reed Richardson, the goaltender, in there. Richardson replaced Logan Keaty in the second period after Keaty was pulled, giving up the fourth goal. And currently looking off to the bench for Carrick. See a couple of guys that are not in the first wave at the very front of the bench. A couple of guys just sitting in the back, kind of trying to catch their wind and really get back going again. There's Carrick now trying to poke it up towards Semenoff.
Yeah, and you talked about Austin and some of the players sitting down. Mankulich is officially undressed.
Yeah.
Won't play the remainder of the game. And a couple other players, as we talked about, Birkenfeld on the bench is in a sling, got hurt in the Ringo game to end the season. And out there, Ross Driver Ice Arena took a hard hit in those walls that are supported by cement. So very, very tough hit to come away from. But a couple other players on the bench. George Oliver was a player we saw a few weeks ago, is not dressed on the bench. So now they're going into some of those reserves. Kane Conroy.
High-impact players.
Yeah.
And I really wondered coming into this game how that was going to affect Carrick, and it's really been on full display, especially with Bird not being 100% either.
And last year, when we talked to Sarakowski, last year he said that 6-0 loss to Deer Lakes, I mean, it was more of a testament that they weren't supposed to be there. The Cougars admitted that they weren't supposed to be in the playoffs, and they got a chance and obviously came up on the wrong end. This year, they were supposed to be here.
Right.
Number 1 seed, but I mean, you got to chalk up some of this to injuries. I mean, it's a tough blow when you lose so many of those players.
Cole with the puck, back out to Hagan. Hagan shot from the point, deflected around a couple of times, and ends up being sent to the corner. Played along now by Heidkamp. Heidkamp keeps it in on net. Save made by Haney.
Cross check coming up.
Yeah, Semenoff, who was down on the ice. Was slow to get up. We'll take another look.
Yeah, just battling in front of the net, yeah.
Jacob
Semenoff
Bradley
going down. Getting a stick up high.
So it's Bradley off to the box. The junior defenseman takes his seat for 2 minutes.
And Semenoff drawing that call. And, I mean, again, we talked about some of the players that are out right now with Mankulich, the second-line center out. But your top 2 left wingers for Carrick are both freshmen. Right. Semenoff and Harrison Fiskus, who had to jump up from the defensive side of things for Carrick. I mean, that just goes to show right now what's going on with this Cougars program. I mean, and just the unfortunate series of events the past couple weeks with a couple injuries mounting up to this game.
Here's Ronswinner trying to clear, and does, just 10 seconds into the power play. Quick clear for Deer Lakes. Heidkamp goes after it. It's Heidkamp, Tomasi, out there with Bird, as well as Cole and Hagan. Newlet once again kills time. Hagen sends it back to Heidkamp. Up the ice for Bird. Bird sends it for Tomasi, who carries it in. Tomasi chips it behind the net towards Cole. Belli first one there, though. Sends it around and out. Tanner Heidkamp up the ice. Tomasi connects with Hagen. Hagen skates it in. Offside. And again, the pace just continues to have to slow down for Carrick, because nothing has worked since the Heidkamp goal.
And the body language has changed. I mean, players dropping their heads. I mean, you can just tell right now that, and they're kind of defeated at this point. I mean, you still got 12 minutes to go, and I mean, you're double shifting a ton of players. Hagen now up, while on the faceoff draw, switched with Heidkamp to win that draw. But I mean, right now, I mean, just things not looking promising for the Cougars.
Bird did not play it on a high stick, was waved off. It's once again sent in by Deer Lakes on another clear. 50 seconds left on the power play. And the penalty to Jacob Bradley. Hagen tries to carry the puck in. And again, lining bodies right near the blue line, and some pushing and shoving associated with it, as looks like we might get another penalty called, and that is going to be the case. Grundon goes to the box for Deer Lakes.
Grundon called for a hold, but it also looked like Hagen returned the favor a little bit, wrapping around his knee. Sure, we'll get a look at it here. I mean, both of them go down, but it looked like Hagen reached around a little bit too. So, but regardless, Carrick to the power play.
I couldn't really tell at first. So Carrick goes from what was a 5-on-4 to a 5-on-3 with Grundon in the box. And this is your chance if you're Carrick. Try to cut the deficit in half. Heidkamp shot was blocked right away. Zach Nacy stood right in his ground. And now Hagen carries it back in.
And that's been the matchup, Nacy and Heidkamp. And Nacy, as you said, stood his ground. He didn't move an inch. He's sacrificing the body, and that's playoff hockey for you.
Yeah, he's won the matchup.
There it is again.
Nacy there for the block. Bird shot sails off the boards and sent out again by Deer Lakes.
And battling in front, you got Christian Cole and Hank Sandieri for Deer Lakes, and Christian Cole just couldn't get around him. I mean, again, battles on every part of the ice right now, and Deer Lakes has won just about every one of them.
One last rush on the 5-on-3 comes to an end. And it's tipped along, looking for another penalty. Deer Lakes trying to get one there on Carrick. Not called. 1 minute left on the Grundon penalty. Off the boards towards Bird. It's slowed down, though, by the Lancers. Big hit with Semenoff and Ronzler. They collided, and again, Deer Lake sends it out.
And here's that energy picking back up that we saw for a good part of that second period.
Tipped along by Cole. Belli first one there, though, all the way along. Out again. Hagen has to play it with 35 seconds left at center ice. Hagen delivers a shot towards Ronzler. It's Heidkamp skating up the ice. Heidkamp up the right side wing. Heidkamp's shot is blocked right away. This time by Belli. Christopher tries to play it, and it's sent along by Deer Lakes with a 2-on-2 opportunity. Here's Ronzler. Ronzler with Newlet. Ronzler still has it, now lost it. Goes to chase it down, though. Heidkamp tries to send him into the boards and does. Ronzler to his knees, trying to play the puck. Newlet also battling there with Heidkamp. Newlet got tripped up. Puck is still loose. Chipping away at it for the Cougars there was Hagen, and a check to the back by Heidkamp towards Newlet. That's definitely going to get called. And can just tell the frustration from Tanner Heidkamp as he goes off to the box. Just delivered a shot to Newlet that was just completely unnecessary to his back, with Newlet not even looking down to the ice. See if we get another look at it.
Yeah, things are really starting to take a turn. Heidkamp, before that, I think he had the stick in between Newlet's boot and the steel of his skate and tripped him up. Then Hagen was using a tomahawk chop here, right here in the corner to try to get the puck. Then eventually leads to that play, that cross-check, just sent him flying, Heidkamp did. And yeah, Austin, I mean, that's just frustration. I mean, that's a battle in the corner. You don't win it, and you're upset about it, and that's just boiling over right now for Carrick.
This takes out your frustration, as it's Deer Lakes now back on the power play, and really what this is more than anything is a chance to kill off more time. It's Porco trying to center towards Grundon. It's Nacy keeping it in, out at the point. Swings it along Belli. Belli back across Grundon. Grundon's shot was deflected around a couple of times. Second chance for Nacy. Save made. It's Reed Richardson on the collection of the puck. 9:19 left, third period. 1:35 left on the penalty to Heidkamp.
And right now it's just Deer Lakes. They just don't need to do anything stupid. I mean, they just got to play the rest of the way, rest of the game. You don't need anybody suspended to go into the next round. So just take this power play as it goes. And don't do anything stupid the rest of the way. Keep your heads.
Richardson with another glove save. A stoppage of play with 1:27 left on the power play. Fresh bodies come onto the ice for Carrick. Hagen out there, Jack Small as well, new deep pairing. Another face-off won by Grundon. Back to Belli, towards Grundon. Tried to tip it around behind the net for Porco. Porco's got it, back to Grundon. Grundon tried to chip it down low, but it's sent all the way down by the Cougars. Slowed down by Deer Lakes. Belli around for Porco. 1 minute to go, still on the power play. There's Porco. Towards Nacy. There's Nacy. Nacy with space. Nacy tries to wrap it around, look for an option. Nacy still with it. Grundon wants it, got it, shot, save made. Fight for the rebound. It's continued to be played by Catalano. He's been good today. An extra skater for Deer Lakes. Tried to tip it on net. Richardson read it well, never made it to the net. Belli tries to keep it in and does. Catalano chips it behind the net again. Hagen's there, Small as well. Small's the one to play it, but couldn't get it too far, as Porco's the one that tries to touch it up. Played along towards the far side boards. 25 seconds left on the power play. Chance for Catalano, centering pass for Grundon. Just couldn't slam it home.
What a nice feed by Catalano. Looked like he was going to take it behind the net too, and then got it out to Grundon.
Nacy's shot got blocked right away. It was Cole who took a fall to the ice. Goes off the referee to the boards as there's 5 seconds left on the penalty. It's Grundon taking a shot towards the boards. And another one from Hagen. Still battling there. Grundon and Hagen. It's behind the net and Catalano. No one in front yet. Porco going in that direction. Catalano with the puck. Got knocked off of it by Small. Catalano and Small collided there. Catalano, good look to the backhand. Catalano falls to the ice. The puck is loose, and it's Hagen that ends up with it. Kept in, though, once again from Deer Lakes. A lot of chances on this offensive zone attack.
Yeah, tremendous job by Deer Lakes here, just extending this zone pressure.
Porco centers, Norcott, shot save made by Reed Richardson. No rebound. And Hagen falls to the ice.
Yeah, Porco's going to go.
Porco gave him a shove. The chippiness continues as Hagen is trying to go right back at him. There's two of John back and forth, Hayden and Porco. And it's Porco that's going to go off to the box. Hagen's going to go with him.
Yeah, they're going to get both, but, I mean, Porco just uncalled for ever since he took that first stride. I mean, he knew what he was doing, went right in there and
There's
just
the
tossed
retaliation.
him. And again, just, I mean, at this point in the game, you're up. There's no need for that.
No.
But luckily, Hagen goes as well. So it's going to even everything out. It's going to be still 5-on-5 hockey.
Here's Fiskus back out to center. Took another big hit. Will not be icing. It is 5-on-5. Not 4-on-4 after it was Porco and Hagen sent off to the box. Back out to center and Mueller. Sent along back in, but this time it is icing. Called on Deer Lakes and Bradley. 6:48 remaining in the third period. The Lancers are continuing to just try to burn off as much clock as possible to go face Burrell in the next round.
And what a run that Deer Lakes has been on. We talked about winners of their last 4 points and 5 of their last 6. So, I mean, they started off with an overtime loss. That was the game that really turned it around for them. That Bishop Canevin OT loss, and then they ran off 4 in a row. And, again, we talked about Merlot said this team night and day since the last time they played Carrick in a 5-3 loss
to them. It was on Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, so long ago. And that's just what can happen. You gain the momentum. And Carrick, again, they were winners of 5 straight coming into this one as well. But, I mean, both teams playing really well. And, again, just Carrick a little bit decimated with some injuries. Deer Lake's playing a really good brand of hockey right now.
Lancers sent it all the way down the ice for icing. And we talked about the winning streak that Deer Lakes is on right now, currently a 4-game winning streak. But the crazy thing about that is, before that 4-game winning streak, it was a 4-game losing streak. And before the 4-game losing streak, it was a 4-game winning streak.
I mean, it was a topsy-turvy season. And the funny thing, when we talked to Merlot, the way he put it, he said that first 7 games that they played, he said to us that he had no idea what type of hockey they were playing. And it was not
shot up into the netting.
It was not good.
No.
He said it was bad hockey. And now they're showing that like they're playing some really good hockey right now and at the right time.
6:30 left in the game. And blowout win against Trinity, 12-1. Neshannock 3-1. Wilmington 6-1. Elizabeth Forward 8-1. Sometimes you just got to see the puck find the back of the net a lot, and it can be contagious. That's been the case for Deer Lakes in the last week plus, the last month, really.
And absolutely, you know what else is contagious for Deer Lakes? Good defensive play and good goaltending, because that's also been a massive part of this win streak and the way the Lancers have been playing. Again, we talked about it earlier. And those 4 wins, only allowing 5 goals, and they've only allowed 1 right now against Heidekamp and this crew.
Heidekamp shot went up into the netting. Dmitry Valchief is also in there. Freshman, 27, Dmitry Valchev. Rather, he's out there wearing number 27 for Carrick. First time that we're getting a chance to see him, young player. He fights for it behind the net. Puck still loose. Semenoff also out there with Heidekamp. He's getting a run on the first line. Skating up with it, RJ Norkus. Norkus back out to center. Semenoff there. It's Nacy as well there. Catalano and a chance for Grundon. Grundon with it. Grundon falls to the ice. Might be a penalty shot coming up. No whistles yet. Now there is. It's going to be a hooking call called on Carrick.
And Grundon had the step too. Just enough, but again, underneath the arm. And yeah, we see there Reed Richardson give him a little bit of some extra stuff there on the ice. Just kind of shows the temperature of this game right now, some of the frustration that Carrick's been playing with over the past 20 or more minutes.
Yeah, another penalty called on Ty Mueller, his second of the game. Power play chance for Deer Lakes. There's Belli. Shot. Richardson makes a save. Set back out the center again. Belli can't slow it down. We're going to have to add up how many penalties there's been in this game, because we're reaching double figures. As Belli sends it off of Bird's stick. Chipped all the way down towards Nacy. Nacy goes back to play it. It's Catalano behind the net. Still loose. Bird tries to play it. So it's Nacy again. Out towards Belli. There's Belli. His shot save made Richardson and all the way out.
And Austin, you asked about the penalties. 14 on the night.
So over double digits.
But how about the statement from the Deer Lakes penalty kill?
Yes.
Carrick, 0 for 6. And again, we talked about just how potent that Cougars power play has been. 12 straight with the power play goal. Since they went 0 for against Bishop Canevin, they're 21 for 35 coming into this contest. That's 60%. That's just unreal.
And they've been just completely stonewalled in this game. We approach the 4-minute mark. 35 seconds remain on the power play. Goes off of Bird's stick. Newlett tries to play it. Carrick once again shorthanded, and just kind of an instance where the clock is not in your favor, and instances like this where you're shorthanded, it's not going to help at all, as Grundon sends it back for another opportunity. Grundon tried to poke it around and in. There was also a couple guys there. Jacob Bradley towards the net, trying to poke it along in. 3:43 left in the period.
And now those coincidental minors, both players coming off the ice, Hagen and Porco going to their benches. Actually, Hagen's going to go. Might be hitting the locker rooms, might be hitting the showers.
Yeah, he can really start to tell the end result of this one with his head down, walk into the locker room. Power play over. Mueller out of the box. Semenoff comes on. Taken away by Carrick and Semenov. Poke behind the net. Highcamp tries to get it, but instead it's covered by Aaron Haney. What a performance that he's had tonight.
Yeah, he's had a brilliant performance. 26 saves, 25 saves through the first 2 periods. Still waiting on those numbers of shots on goal through the 3rd period. But, yeah, he's really put a nice performance together. A quiet one at that. I mean, we really haven't even talked about him much at all this game, and that's just because his team in front of him has been doing a nice job, and he's come up with the saves that he has to make.
Sent another puck aside that was caroming towards the blue paint. He's played up by the Lancers. Chance for Carter Catalano, the junior, just skated in, and he's just been very impressive. A guy that we did not see the last time that Deer Lakes was here against Bishop Canavan. Been an impressive guy as an extra skater that's played with a couple of different lines. It's Belli with it. 2:45 left in the game. Trevor Keenan, a junior forward, 88, also getting some minutes. It's taken away by Deer Lakes again. Trying to feed it towards the net. Bodies collided right in front. It was Keenan who fell to the ice. Now that RJ Norkus is the one. But regardless, play continues in the last 2 minutes and change. Played along offside by Conroy. 2:14 left in the game, and Deer Lakes can really feel it.
Yeah, and Tomasi Keenan meeting up near center ice. But, yeah, I mean, the Deer Lakes faithful that has come out here to Ice Castle in the South Hills is ready to go back home with a victory under their belts. And, I mean, they really came out for 90% of this game and outplayed Carrick. Besides the one Heidkamp goal, which was expected. You knew that he was going to break through eventually early on, and then ever since, it's been quiet.
It's a long drive back to Deer Lakes, about an hour or so from here. It'll be a pretty happy one.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of happy faces, and then you get Burrell, a neighborhood opponent, neighborhood rival. I mean, it'll be exciting. Those were the 2 teams that you saw in the WPIHL Championship game with Deer Lakes getting the better of Burrell, so get a little bit of a rematch, but on the ice.
And it'll be played at Robert Morris next Thursday at 8:45. So the semifinals will be played. Bishop Canavan plays the winner of Ringgold and Neshannock. Puck drop at 9 o'clock tonight at CFS Bank Arena. Ice Castle Arena playing host to Carrick and Deer Lakes. Carrick, the home team. That's their home rink. But 1 minute and 51 seconds away from the season being over. Bird plays it along. And just the puck possession that Deer Lakes has had today is just so impressive and just so evident and obvious watching the entirety of this game. Just had the pulse of everything in this game.
Yeah, Deer Lakes has just been so smart. They've played so smart today. And again, I mean, really, when you're game planning a team like Carrick, you have a couple players you got to focus up on, and then that's about it. And Deer Lakes has taken care of those areas. And, you know, one of the keys we talked about coming into this game for the Cougars was playing within their structure. Well, we haven't seen that too much just because Deer Lakes has taken them completely out of it.
Shot towards Richardson, another glove save. He's done a solid job since entering the net. But it's really been just too little too late for Carrick. Wasn't the spark that Carrick was hoping that it was going to be. Evan Sarakowski, still young coach. First year, he's as old as us. Trying to figure some things out. Had a fantastic regular season. Had his team in full gear. He still plays hockey himself. And currently is just a minute 12 away from having to reset for a new season.
Yeah, and for the Cougars, I mean, this is it for Tanner Heidkamp, Christian Cole, Frank Christopher, Jack Small on the defensive side of things, and Logan Keaty, your starting netminder tonight. So this is the last chance for that crew.
Chance in on net. Great save made on the opportunity from Owen Neidig. Stoppage of play with 49.5 to go. We have a trip. Take a look. It's going to be Cole to the box again. He's kind of made that a second home.
Yeah, he has. He's been in there quite often. And Deer Lakes 2 for 7 on the power play. So obviously 2 big goals have gone their way on the man advantage. Christian Cole's been in there quite often. Carrick has been in there quite often. In a playoff game, I mean, that's something you got to stay as disciplined as possible, and that's another difference maker that's going to come back when you review the tape, when you review everything that happened in this game. Your exit meetings, when you're talking to the players, talking to the team, I mean, chalk that up as another big point.
So there's a discussion right now, right near the penalty box, as to see.
Well, Christian Cole has 4 penalties, so
might just send him off the ice.
I think that's.
But I mean, with 49.5 left in the game and a 4-goal lead, just kind of let this thing play out and don't let the Carrick players have to continue to think about it, though, right? Like, let's get the last minute over with.
Yeah, this has been both the second and third period have been long last minute and a halves.
Bradley to Sinieri. Power play hasn't even been put on the board as Richardson makes the save. 39.2 left. And you can see the frustration on Christian Cole's face as he went over to the box and took a seat. Still has his hands on top of his helmet, and reality setting in for Carrick. High Cam sends it all the way around in the final 30 seconds. So Bradley plays it for what is going to be a jubilation for Deer Lakes. A chance to continue to prolong their season in the playoffs, with Burrell coming up next. Newlett skates with it for one last rush back out to center. Bogaz will bring it back into his own end as the clock expires. 5-1, the Deer Lakes Lancers upset the Carrick Cougars on the road at Ice Castle. Deer Lakes snuck into the playoffs, but they're the ones making noise, moving on to RMU to face off against Burrell.
And how about it, just 2 years back within a varsity program for Deer Lakes, and they're going to the semis for the second consecutive year and taking down the Cougars in both of those contests in the quarterfinals. 6-0 last year, 5-1 this year. Just an all-around tremendous performance from the Lancers from top to bottom. Aaron Haney, the goalkeeper, only allowing 1 goal to Tanner Heidkamp. And Deer Lakes, you know, they were on a mission today, and they knew they had to come in, and they played just all around a perfect hockey game. Executed on breakdowns from Carrick, scored on a couple breakaways, and took care of business.
It's a great way to put it. Took care of business, trailed 1-0, scored the next 5 goals of the game, as you can move Deer Lakes into the semifinals against Burrell. So Deer Lakes, Burrell, Bishop Canevin, the winner of Neshannock and Ringgold, will battle it out at Robert Morris next Thursday. The Bishop Canevin game against either Ringgold or Neshannock will be first, then Burrell Deer Lakes, the nightcap at 8:45, with the winners getting the chance to play in the championship game of D2 hockey. Both teams meet at center ice, exchange pleasantries, tap gloves, shake hands. This Carrick season here at Ice Castle comes to an end, and a lot of upset faces for Carrick as they make their way off to the ice. You can see Polak and Tomasi, their arms around each other as Deer Lakes in jubilation celebrates with its fans, as 5-1 is the final. Take a look inside our production truck with Jake Mazlichik on the right and Ryan Milan on the left. Thank our entire crew that made today's broadcast possible, including Emma Rent running our ringside camera. For Nathan Breisinger, I'm Austin Bechtel. Thanks for watching our entire year of coverage here at PIHL Hockey here at Ice Castle, where the final score is Deer Lakes 5, Carrick 1. Moving on to face Burrell in the semifinals of the D2 playoffs. Have a great night from here from Ice Castle.